Greetings fellow YouTubers! This vlog is dedicated to the ancient history and ancient civilizations. That is something that I find really interesting and has been captivating my mind for a long time. So right now I'm studying PhD on ancient history. So without further ado, let's begin. So now, in order to understand history, there are some rules, as always, that you need to know. History is not about years, it is about cause and consequence. We've all had this teacher in school who made us remember all the years and actually made us find the subject repulsive. Well, not anymore. Second, you need to know what the historians had written once. You need to know what modern historians write. And you need to be unbiased, which is the hardest, trust me. I'm going to write these rules for every video in the description below. And feel free to ask me questions always, and you can even ask me to make a custom video according to your desire. So the comment question section below is all yours. Now, of course I will talk about Egypt, Greece and Rome and much more. But first I will explain what do we call a civilization, what it means, and most importantly, how a civilization is born. These are questions that literally everyone is asking all the time when it comes to this topic. It all begins with the Neolithic Revolution 10,000 BBC. Neo, which means new, and lithos, which means stone or rock. So this is the moment of transition from foraging and hunting to agriculture. This is the most important reason for a civilization to be born. According to archaeological data, the Neolithic Revolution begins in the Near East with the taming of animals and cultivating different plants. So it is completely logical to guess that people who were moving from place to place to chase animals once, now they start living a life in one place with fertile lands. Which of course means what? Means that people start building villages and even cities. This is one of the most important breakthroughs in 10,000 before the birth of Christ. The first Neolithic societies have been traced back to the 11th century and 8th century before the birth of Christ. They have started using and working stones so they can make tools. The agriculture and the stock breeding has been brought to the Balkan Peninsula around the middle of the 7th century BBC. Later on, they have been spread across Central and Western Europe. The consistent food gathered from the lands and cattle allowed the ancient people to build cities, and that is the way a civilization is born. Because civilization is a society characterized by urban development, social stratification, communication forms, and the most important, at least to me, culture. Culture is the only thing, in my opinion, which separates us from the animals, makes us create, innovate, and determines our inner beauty. The urban dwellers were living mostly out of agriculture and stock breeding and fishing. Most important were the cereals along with the fruits and vegetables. The ancient people of that time were taming a lot of animals like pigs, cows, horses, sheep, goats, hunting dogs and cats, which had been used to guard the granaries from vermin. The tools used by those people have been made of stone, bone, horns and wood. They are known to be very soft and polished. From plant fibers they started spinning and weaving, which led to the making of many clothes and interior decorations. The pottery is also considered to be a cultural breakthrough of the antiquity. The clay vessels have been soft on touch, decorated with colors and forms, and were allowing the ancient people to boil. So, fellow YouTubers, that's it for today. If you have any questions, write them in the comment section below. I will always try to answer them as soon as possible. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're just beginning our journey back in time to see together where we come from and where we are going to. Next video is about to be uploaded next week, so you must only subscribe so you can see it.